So we're just going to drive down this road now. It's a nice country road. It's not particularly fast, but it should be enough to demonstrate the cams coming on and off. Maybe we can even make this a bit lower, just to make the cam activation a bit more obvious. So that should do it. We don't need sensor 1 open. We can have sensor 1 open, why not? And we can have RPM. When you have these things open like this, guys, there's going to be a small delay because the Bluetooth takes some time to be sent and to be received. So normally when you're driving, you're not going to have the app open, you're going to have all this closed. You're only going to do this for a diagnostic. You're only going to have the app open when you drive for diagnostic purposes and to alter the settings. But I'm just going to do the demonstration here just so you can see when it activates. You can see the 2 red bars across the top. There's 2. This indicates the intake cam and the exhaust cam. So actually we can change the colors of that. So let's just do that. Which one do we want? So we can select the colors here. So we'll make one green, and we'll make the other one yellow, and that will do for that. And now you can see you've got 2 different ones to indicate the different cams. And when the cam activates, these will go into blocks. You'll see what I mean now. So we're just going to drive along this road, and you can just see when the cams activate. So as it stands at the moment, we've got this as a layered 3 layers of activation. So 3 parameters have to be met before the cam activates. So just because the map sensor might go to a higher value than the threshold, the cams won't activate because sensor 2 is not at its threshold, and or the RPM is not at its threshold. And actually what I will do here is I'll just reduce the RPMs because this is quite a slow road and I don't think we're going to get up to such high RPM on it. It goes up and down in 200 RPM increments, so I think 3200 is going to be enough. So let's set that there, and we'll set the exhaust cam to a bit higher than that, so 3400 say. 3400. Okay, so now we've got that set. We'll switch off the adjustments and then we'll just drive as normal. So you can see that's the intake cam, both cams together. And then we lift off. Obviously they deactivate together. They activate independently, but they deactivate together. And at the moment this is set for a 1 second delay, but you can set it between 0 and 5 seconds. Personally I set it for 1 second because that is, you know, the maximum amount of time it will take to change gear. So just to keep the cams open between gears. That's the purpose of it. You can set it longer than 1 second if you want. I'm not sure what the purpose would be, but you know, it's the option is there if you want to use it. Let me just arrange for this microphone to be out of the way. Like I said, there is when you have the sensors open when you're driving, there is a delay because of the Bluetooth communication. So it's possible it will miss the intake cam signal and it will receive the exhaust cam before it. So that's why you see the one activating before the other. When it receives the signal to say that the intake cam is open, then it will show on the app. So, like I said, purely for demonstration and diagnostic purposes, guys, this should be switched off in normal driving so the response is, or you know, effectively instant. I'm not going particularly fast down here, guys. It's just to illustrate the cams activating and off. And if I could just stop here briefly, and I'll just show you the difference with the RPM. So we'll just make the exhaust activate at a higher RPM. Like I said, guys, there is a delay because it's sending so much data at the moment. So we'll put the one at 4,200, and then we'll just close that off and start again. With the RPM so close together, it looks like the cams are activating together, but there is a slight delay. So I just make a bigger gap between the RPMs just so you can, just to illustrate that they're activating independently. Going downhill, probably not the best way to activate them, so we'll come back up this road so there's a bit more load on the engine. The cams activating, so you'll hear the exhaust activating, then you can visually see the delay that you have when you have the app open while you're driving. Yeah, I mean, you can with the app specifically, you can hear that the exhaust cam is activated, but the light is not lit. This is the delay for the Bluetooth communication, so you can hear that the exhaust cam is activated when it should, but there is a slight delay with the indication, which is completely normal. Again, when you switch the app off, when there's no Bluetooth communication, it's effectively instant. So that's it, guys, on the rundown. This road is a bit crap, to be honest with you, further, so we'll just spin it round. Quite unique in that respect. So that's the intake cam activated. You can hear the exhaust. You can hear that the exhaust is quiet. Just go, well, that's it, 3,500 RPM, that's the intake, 4,200 the exhaust is on. That's it, guys. I'll end the demonstration here because there is I saw someone riding a horse when I came down this road the first time, so as you can tell the cams are quite loud when they come in, so I don't want to scare the horse. So guys, hopefully that's illustrated the MoviChip CamSwitch. If you've got any questions, feel free to send us an email, a message. I'll put a link to our contact page in the video description. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel to get updates on the products, how-to guides, how to use our products, what they can do, and I'll see you again next time.